is a good
Yeah.
challenge, I think, too, for all of you who are listening, who are people pleasing. Kind of ask yourself, in what ways is your people pleasing hurting other people by them not, and I've spoken about this on the podcast before, by them not getting moments of personal growth by handling disappointment and handling, it's not the way I want it to. How is your people pleasing hurting you by not having boundaries and draining your energy? And how is your people pleasing really actually not filling your cup at all, right? Like it's not actually helping you. I think those are things,
Mm.
some good reflections. Any questions you think that people need to reflect on as they're working on people pleasing?
I I d- I think you're onto something, right? Like I think after we post every social media content, it's like, well, what's the purpose of this? Is this because people will accept me? Like finally, like I've made it, but in terms of like I have this beautiful house now,
Mhm.
or is the purpose of this like I think the same post, right? Let's say I post a picture of my new house. Like, I think it depends on what the context is, right? If we say, "Hey, like I'm so proud of myself. Like, this is someone who grew up like living off of government assistance. Like, this felt like a very big accomplishment. Like, thank you, mom, for helping pay for my education. Thank you for my professors, et cetera, right? Like, that's a different way of being versus like hey guys, like, all right, like on to the next one. Like man, this house costs like $5.2 million, but hey guys, like don't worry. This is only the first out of 10 houses I'm gonna buy. Like, let's get it. I think there's like two different ways to look at it. I'm not saying one is better, but I think one is more intentional, more reflective, more introspective, and the other one is more like to your point, like sometimes it probably will make other people feel bad. Like, man, I'm never gonna be like it's not even relatable. Like it's like, man, that guy maybe he has something I don't have, right? Like that's just not how I'm wired.
Right, right. It's not as inspirational sometimes as we think it might be, that it actually is kind of tearing people down. Yeah. Well, Davidson, thank you
Mhm.
so much for sharing your insights and your own personal stories